buddy, come here. Come here. Okay. Oh, look who's here. It's Patch. Hi, baby. Hi. Okay. Hey, everybody. Kay here on the homestead. I've been rushing around trying to get all this together. I wanted to have all this organized before I started so I could have a shorter video for you. I know everyone is busy, even though it's winter and you're dying for everything to get started. We still have so much to do in the winter. Oh my goodness. So I have a friend who recommended True Leaf Market seeds to me, and I ordered my onion seed through them. I'm going to try them out. My friend Mark had great success starting from seeds as opposed to bulbs. And so I'm going to give it a try. He said he started his seeds a week ago, so I need to get started. So come on in and I'll tell you what I'm doing. So many times I have made seed starting videos, and I've got a playlist on seeding. You can go back and see the various kinds of things, the various kinds of medium I've started in. I've started in everything from the granules of diatomaceous earth to various brands of seed starting mix. Today I'm using an organic seed starting mix, and I have gone ahead and prepared everything so you don't have to see me do all that work. So I have moist seed starting mix in all of these, and I've kind of patted them down, and I have 6 varieties that I'm starting. Most of these packets from True Leaf are foil packets, and you zip them open and then they have a zip tie. They have a zip lock, so that's nice. So let's just start with the big one. In terms of my goal, I bought this particular onion, which is the organic evergreen bunching onion, because I wanted to try, some plants like onions and marigolds and certain flowers are deer repellent because deer don't like onions and marigolds and things. So I was thinking about putting a row of bunching onions all the way around my flower garden, which is 20 by 30. And Randy tilled the whole perimeter. I see a whole bunch of birds out there pecking through. Oh my gosh, there are 4 robins. I wish you could see that. They'll be gone if I open the door. 4 robins pecking in the flower garden right now, pulling up worms or something. So I'm going to do at least probably 4 of these containers. Now normally you would just have a whole tray like this full of your potting soil or your seed starting mix, and you would sprinkle the seeds on top and you would cover them with a dome, and it takes about 8 days to sprout. And then when they get to be about 2 inches tall, you want to go in and separate them and plant them out 2 to 3 inches tall. So I thought it would be easier if I separated the varieties, because I have 6 varieties, and this is almost like a tray, but this way I can actually pull out individual and know that everything should be the one variety in that box, So that was my thinking. We'll see how it goes. You always manage to sprinkle a seed where you don't necessarily want to, but I'm going to put about 20 seeds, and I want to give you a closer look at these seeds. Kind of funny, they're angular, they're not round, they're actually easier to grab hold of than any of the brassica seeds. The brassica seeds you do have to use a tweezer if you really want to count. So I'm going to just sprinkle about 20 seeds in each one of these. And they're impossible to see because they're almost black and you're putting them on a brown soil. Okay, so I'm going to do 4 containers of these bunching onions. And then I'm going to move to the Walla Walla. I have a lot of seeds left over, so I can start more seeds later, but I just thought, hey, I want to get a jump on it. If other people are planting seeds, I don't want to always be late. Okay. All right. There are my evergreen. And I think I will go ahead and put I have made out my tags for the particular container. And then at the end I will just sprinkle the fine, dry seed starting mix over the top. So that's nice because you can seal it back. So that's done. Now let's do the Walla Walla, which I believe are here. And these come in a regular kind of seed packet that does not reclose. And I think I'm going to do 2 of these. I'm just kind of guessing at the number. It's not that I eat a ton of onions. I just wanted to be really successful growing a bunch because I had a little hard, I started that whole big garden last year, so I was starting from scratch on the garden itself, and I had a lot of things to contend with, and from weather to poor soil to deer. Deer didn't eat the onions, and then I had major flooding, so as soon as I got them planted, they flooded out. And I just want to do better this year. So there's the Walla Walla. Let's see, I wanted to do Ruby next. What is Ruby? Here we go. This one you tear open, but there's I guess only the larger packs have the Ziploc, but it is a foil packet. Not that many. The onion seed almost has kind of a green cast. You can see. This is at 95 days. Some of these are anywhere from 95 to 120 days, so make sure you read the days on the onions that you have. Make sure they're appropriate for your zone. I'm in zone 7B, I think. And so I could start seeds a week or two from now and still be okay. This is the first week in February. But when I ordered bulbs last year for my zone, they mailed them on the 22nd of February. So I got to get going. Okay, let me get my seed starting mix to scatter over the top, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to spray the seeds in a little bit with just water. And now I just have some, this is just a little thing that I do. I mean, I just have this old strainer for the kitchen, but it's got a little bit wider weave, and I just strain. This particular seed starting mix is very fine and powdery, and all I do is just scatter it like so. Just to give a fine layer. And then I'm just going to lightly press it down. I find if I press it down before I put this on, then the seeds sometimes stick to your hand. This way, the seeds make good contact with the soil. Okay, and now we just cover these are the higher domes. They also come in a shorter size. Well, I hope that's helpful. Thank you for watching. I hope you subscribe to my channel. Click the bell for notifications. Scroll down and click all if you're interested in following my journey here to build a sustainable homestead. Now, these are going to take about 8 days to sprout, and you're going to put them in a warm place, and then in about 8 to 10 weeks, they'll be ready to set outside. You'll plant them either, you can plant them in planters, containers, raised beds, or straight into the garden. And they'll need to be separated about 3 to 5 inches. So you'll be following this process along. I hope that's helpful to get you started. Get started on your onions today. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.